Welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Wednesday, March the 10th. Today we are reading from the book of Acts, chapter 14. We will read verses 8 through 18. And here is the word of the Lord. In Lystra there was a man who was lame. He had been that way from birth and had never walked. He listened to Paul as he was speaking. Paul looked directly at him, saw that he had faith to be healed, and called out, "Stand up on your feet." At that the man jumped up and began to walk. When the crowd saw what Paul had done, they shouted in the Lycaonian language, "The gods have come to us in human form." Barnabas they called Zeus, and Paul they called Hermes because he was the chief speaker. The priest of Zeus, whose temple was just outside the city, brought bulls and wreaths to the city gates because he and the crowd wanted to offer sacrifices to them. But when the apostles Barnabas and Paul heard of this, they tore their clothes and rushed out in the crowd shouting, "Friends, why are you doing this? We too are only human like you. We are bringing you good news, telling you to turn from these worthless things to the living God, who made the heavens and the earth and the sea and everything in them. In the past, he let the nations go their own way. Yet he has not left himself without testimony. He has shown kindness by giving you rain from heaven and crops in their seasons. He provides you with plenty of food and fills your heart with joy." Even with these words, they had difficulty keeping the crowd from sacrificing to them. In the article, not us, but him, Jameson Sandblom writes this: "Election cycles are fascinating social studies. Human rhetoric, relations, and behavior gets highly scrutinized and diversely interpreted. During the 2020 United States presidential campaign, I heard someone flatly judge the candidates as only wanting power and prestige. All they cared about was themselves and what they could get. We can easily be tempted to reach these cynical conclusions. How unfortunate, though, to miss the good and true that may very well be present in someone's motives. How much more unfortunate when the good news of Jesus is missed because his followers are misunderstood. This can happen at both extremes. As Paul and Barnabas experienced in Acts, we too can receive too much personal praise. Conversely, our faults and failures can garner criticism and reproach. We are all bound to be misunderstood at some point or another. It's the nature of relationships and personhood to miss each other. We are alert and humble enough to acknowledge our own humanity. Do we redirect the attention back towards the one who restores and makes all things new? May we remember who we are as children of God, not thinking too highly of ourselves, but also recognizing our brokenness as windows to the good news of Jesus. Albert Orsborn wrote the hymn, "Let the beauty of Jesus be seen in me." Here's a quote from it. "O thou Spirit divine, all my nature refine, till the beauty of Jesus be seen in me." And in John chapter 14, verse 27, we read, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." And this is your daily devotion for Wednesday, March the 10th. Have a blessed day.